So let's get right into it. So you see what I'm seeing, Doctor?
Uh, Is the first one like some arrow?
Yeah. So the first one I believe is badminton, which is basically budget tennis.
Why badminton budget tennis? Why is that?
Okay, to me is like, so when you think about tennis, right? And we'll get to that when we get to that. But when we think of tennis, like it's like high speed because once you hit the ball, that ball like flies, right? So your reaction time got to be on point. Your positioning got to be on point with that. But badminton, based on the structure of the ball that you're hitting, like the structure.
A birdie, right?
Yeah,
birdie.
Yes, based on the structure of the birdie that you're hitting, is like how it catches the air. It's like it slows it down. So it's like you can hit it, but it's always going to be slower than the force you're implementing with it. So to me, it's like, okay, it hits it, and it's like, if you can't see where it's going, then maybe you need to put on some glasses because it's like it's right there.
You being wild disrespectful. But you saying essentially badminton is the Tai Chi of tennis, or the Tai Chi tennis. That what you saying?
Yeah, but it's also like, isn't, because badminton it's like a cross between tennis but also volleyball as well because of the structure of the net. The net is way higher on it. So it's like in between of tennis and volleyball. But if it was me, I'd rather be either playing tennis or volleyball. I wouldn't play badminton. You know what I mean?
Wow. I see what you're saying. So where would you put it?
Okay, so I would, in terms of fun factor, I think if you're with a group of your friends, you could have a good time having fun with it. But it's also like, if you're out here playing badminton, you could have saved time and energy. Instead of bringing the rackets and the birdie, you could have brought a volleyball because the net is like structured there. I'm gonna put badminton in terms of a watching and also playing perspective. I'm gonna put that as a B. I will put it as a B tier.
A B?
Mm-hmm. That's where I would put
wow. That's okay. I think that's fair. I thought you were gonna say something like D or an E.
Nah, not D. Not I would have put, it's not that bad. I would have put it as like D tier.
Okay. I like your argument. I'll put it as a B.
Alright, so we're putting it as B. Oh, you froze again.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Alright, I could leave and come back.
Alright.
Oh?
Yep, you're back.
Okay. So badminton for B. B for badminton.
B for badminton. Alright, the next one is archery.
Oh, okay. Archery.
What do you think about that?
Have you ever done archery?
I've personally never done archery. I
feel like archery is a very, like, it's a good skill to have.
Yeah. If you're like out in the forest or lost in the jungle, being able to hunt some things would be cool, right?
I don't know how practical it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a bow and arrow is kind of like a floppy disk nowadays. I mean,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
useful. Alright, let me not disrespect it. It's like an SD card. Like it's
like
a flash drive. It's like a floppy disk.
Because I feel like I would say it's a floppy disk because an SD card would be like a crossbow. And then like, you know, the flash drive and like the SSD cards are like the, you know, the heavy ammunition.
Gotcha. I mean, it'd be a cool skill to have. I personally have never shot a bow and arrow. I don't know. I guess it'd be okay. Could you imagine watching 2 hours of someone shooting a bow and arrow? I would get bored.
I would get bored real quick. I think it'd be a cool skill to have, but in terms of even me, I can't imagine myself just for hours just practicing this. You know what I'm saying? And watching it would be pretty boring. would be pretty boring, to be honest. Unless you're a diehard archer and you're like, oh my gosh, the position of his shoulder at a 90-degree angle. How's he planning to get that torque and everything? And then at the very last second, he shifted his pinky. That, it's like.
Yeah, like it'd be cool to see it in the moment. Like, oh, he's not gonna shoot an apple off that guy's head. That's not possible. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shoots arrow. Like, okay, that's cool. He's not gonna shoot it through a ring of fire. That's not possible. Oh, okay, he did that. No,
yeah.
Like those are quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Versus a 2-hour event of.
Yeah, like what you described is like, oh, let me watch it'll be cool to see a TikTok of a guy shooting an apple off someone's head.
Exactly.
So in terms of like a sport, like am I going to pay to go to an event? Am I going to sit down and watch somebody shoot a target for hours? I don't think I'm doing that.
Who's the LeBron James of archery? Have you heard of LeBron James of archery? Michael Jordan of archery? Have you ever heard of that? In all the years of archery, there's a Green Arrow, but that's a DC guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only archer I know.
Hawkeye, a Marvel guy. Like,
Hawkeye.
Katniss Everdeen, right? Maybe Cupid.
True.
Ghost of Tsushima had some archers. Like, other than that,
that's true. That's true. So, what are you feeling for in terms of rating?
In terms of sports, I would play, do, and just like overall entertainment. I think it might be like a C or D tier. Archery might be a C or D tier.
I'm telling you, bro, archery is in D tier right now for me. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, yo. It's D tier. It's D tier for me. Are you in agreement?
We'll leave it there for now. We'll leave it there for now. I see what you're saying.
Okay. All right. So the next one, I believe this is volleyball. I believe this is volleyball.
Volleyball is a calm A or S tier. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in full agreement with it. It's nowhere below A tier, but it definitely could be S tier for me. And I feel like I'm very biased because I watch Haikyuu. So if you guys don't know, Haikyuu is it's a whole anime. It's a whole anime about volleyball, and they be making that hype, yo. They be making volleyball hype.
And volleyball is pretty accessible. You know what I'm saying? Like any age range of people can play volleyball. There's nothing like spiking on your enemies. You know?
Yeah, yo.
Look them in the eye after you spike the ball on them. Like, yo, it's disrespectful. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a lot of things.
It's one of those games that is like, it's easy to pick up. It's easy to teach a kid like the fundamental rules of how to play it. It's definitely harder to master. There's definitely a huge physicality component to it. And also, like, the highlight shots of volleyball, like when you see a ball going out of the bounds, and you're like, oh my gosh, you're about to get the point, but then one of their members on the team just sprints forward and dives and like able to send that ball back. Yo, there's nothing like that's just pure hype right there, man. That's just pure hype.
And everyone has a role. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a team sport. Like there might be a really good volleyball player on your team, but you need everybody on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, dang. Is volleyball our first? Oh, could you come back in again? I don't know. Your Wi-Fi is a little bit off. All right. Do.
We still in the streets out here. We're still in the streets.
Yo. We're a professional, unprofessional podcast, guys. So,
exactly. I think volleyball might be an S. Like, I would play volleyball. You know
I would play volleyball. I would watch volleyball. Volleyball is one of those sports that I don't even need it to be on the professional level to watch.
No, yeah, it's fair. Yeah, if I'm walking by it on like a beach or like a park, and people playing volleyball, I might sit and watch a couple serves. You know what I'm saying? It's a good sport.
I think we're in agreement. Volleyball, S tier, for sure. All right. The next,
it's a low cost of entry too. You just need a net and somebody don't even need a net. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how broke you are, you don't need to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
you just need a ball.
Like, why would you going back to badminton? Why would you play badminton if you could just? Why would you buy all the equipment for badminton when you could just buy the ball for volleyball?
Yeah. You can play with like 10 people easy or 12 people easy. You know what I'm saying? Versus badminton, you had to get what 24 rackets or 12 rackets and like 5 birdies. All you need one ball for volleyball. Like volleyball is kind of elite.
Volleyball is elite. You're right. Absolutely right. Okay, next one we got boxing.
Okay. So now this might be a hot take. I understand how boxing is a multi-billion-dollar industry has been going on since people had hands, right?
Yes.
But if we are creating this tier list of things we would actually play ourselves.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I can't see myself putting boxing over a B. If that is a big component of this tier list, something you see yourself actively trying to do. Right. Entertainment factor, boxing is very entertaining. Who doesn't like seeing Chisel Adonis, the YouTuber that...
Yes.
I love that content. I watch it all the time.
Ka-ching.
I see myself in a ring.
Right.
That's my argument.
That is a solid argument. I say I'm a little bit biased because I was part of the boxing club at college. So like I was out here. I love any kind of martial arts I kind of love, but that is a thing. Like would I? Like over time is like the more times you box, it's just you're just increasing the chance of yourself getting like injured or concussed in some way. So if that's a big component of like enjoying a sport, I could see why. So I feel like because I'm a bit biased towards it, what would you rate this one?
I think it'd be fair to put it as an A.
It would be fair in terms of just. I think the entertainment value of being an observer watching it is really high. But in terms of would you actually, I don't think the average person is like, oh, let me just box with, it's like.
Yeah. But I would say the effect the sport boxing has had on humans has been crazy. You got Muhammad Ali. Ali is known as I think he created the goat phrasing. You know what I'm saying?
Float like a butterfly, sing like a bee.
Yeah. Like there's Mike Tyson. There's Floyd Mayweather. There's Hajime no Ippo. There's I love it. Paul from Tekken. Like boxing is like
Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
Yeah, like boxing obviously entertains people. A lot of people would pay pay-per-view money to see a boxing fight. A lot of people lose money. A lot of people bet. So boxing, like I feel like it's its own thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a simple concept.
Yeah.
2 people in a ring. They use their hands. No grabbing. Just throw their punches. You know what I'm saying? Throw their fists and we see who wins. Like it's a simple concept. Anybody can box.
Yeah, anybody can do it. It's like the barrier to entry is literally your hands. Do you got hands? That's your barrier to entry.
You could add, the wraps. You could add the gloves. You got the fingerless gloves. Boxing birthed a lot of things like like MMA. Kickboxing, everything like that. But boxing, it'd be disrespectful to put it less than an A.
Yeah, I agree.
And the history factor of boxing should make it an S. But if we are adding.
If we're adding,
I can see myself doing.
Yes. Yeah. So for clarity, guys, is like in terms of the entertainment, if we were just judging a sport based on its entertainment value alone, boxing would be S tier. But we're also judging it based on if we would actually get invested and play the sport ourselves. Yeah.
But I can't imagine saying, "Hey, honey, I'm going to the park to box with Lou." Like, no. Why would I do that? I can say, "Oh yeah, we got a volleyball game on Saturday. You know what?"
True. Like, you're not out here doing pickup boxing. right?
That's called what's that called? That's called like either manslaughter or
That's called assault.
conduct.
That's
Called
assault and battery.
That's called living in Brooklyn. That's what that's called.
That's called staying out too late in the wrong neighborhood. Like,
yeah. Nah, I ain't trying to go pick up box. I think it's A. I think it's A.
All right. Into A tier. Okay. So the next sport on the list here is, I think this ball is a rugby ball. Do you know rugby?
Oh yeah. Yo, I was like a rugby champ in college.